Please click the thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and the bell notification. Thank you. Please click the thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and the bell notification. Thank you.
I need some An Blenda time.
Ragashanti life. Ragashanti life. Ragashanti life.
I need some An Blenda time.
Ragashanti life. Ragashanti life. Ragashanti life.
I need some An Blenda time.
Ragashanti life. Ragashanti life. Ragashanti life. Ragashanti life. Ragashanti life. Ragashanti life.
Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Good to go, President. Good to go, good to go, good to go. Anybody bam bam badam. Babadabadabadu bam bam badam. Slam babadabadabadu bam bam badam. Big up on yourself, people. Large approval, large big approval, big up rule works and thing. You know, my name is Kingsley Ragashanti Stewart. And President, that is actually my name now, you know. Like my name is Kingsley Ragashanti Stewart. No, seriously. No. Well, no. But I went to the courts and I did the whole thing. Go up on, the civil court up at Sutphin there and them something there, whatever. And the judge approved it and thing. My middle name was Otis, you know. Right? But I never like it. You see, exactly. You see, I laugh off of me. You see, I laugh. People praise I laugh off of me. What is not sound good? It have a ring to it, no. It have a little sound to it, no. Yeah. No, and my mother did love of Otis Redding. Big singer Otis Redding, And supposedly as son me come, she come give me the middle name Otis. So my name Kingsley Otis Stewart. But me change my middle name, people, officially. So, I'm no longer named Otis. Middle name that is. So my name now is Kingsley Ragashanti Stewart. By law. Or as them say up here in America, my government. The Americans have a thing when them refer to them name, them real name, them say my government. It's a thing up here. Meaning them government name. Right? So that is it's my name. And I call it no government name, it's my name. Even though many of us with British names, as Jamaicans, as Caribbean nationals, even in my case, originally from Jamaican thing, and many of us, okay, and know how we get our British name them, right? Our ancestors, who them call slaves, when the slave master who owned them, the slaves got the last name of the slave master. But the other white Jamaicans who are descended, and if them have the same name as you, they have that name because they are lineal descendants of those slave masters, right? In other words, they are blood relatives of the slave masters. We, the black people, we are not blood relatives of the slave masters, right? Them, they just own our ancestors. So our British name, whether you name Williams or whether you have the Irish version, if you have an Irish name, if you didn't name, tell me an Irish, anything named Macintosh and them name there, or O'Reilly or O'Toole or them the Irish name. Any British name black people have in Jamaica is because your ancestors were owned by slave masters with that last name. So, very often people outside of Jamaica will come upon Jamaicans and they may have the same last name. And they will say things like, well, we might be relatives, because they say, it's not likely that you're relatives. It could be. Because well, you probably could mix up go on, in the years and years come down. Because even though, them did enslaved our ancestors, them did like sadly rape off a woman them too, our ancestors too, So then rape them off and breed them up and thing and so forth. So a lot of those children who were the product of cohabitation. Well, I can't say cohabitation and never lived together. But who the white people them rape off a black woman them and whatever and breed them up and thing and brought forth mixed children. Well, those children, they are descendants, obviously, because they were, directly children of the enslavers. But so you do have some people who really descended from those people based on what they used to do. Unfortunately, the widespread, raping that went on of our ancestors who happened to be female. There have been some reports that you have, children from mixing between people from the enslaved class back then and men from the enslaved class and women, from, white women. But that number is minuscule for obvious reasons. That even though you had instances where white women, got involved with, black people from the enslaved class. Those numbers are sparse, according to what I learned. That is most of the white man them rape the black woman them, unless the case of the white woman involved with the black man. And even when the white women were involved with the black men, and if them get pregnant, them couldn't bring them picnic there and thing, because they would immediately be outcast, you can't, white woman a breed for a black slave man, a mandingo, and a shanty, the woman them couldn't do them something there. But the man them now, they breed up, the white man them, they breed up a black woman them. And so you have some people, some black Jamaicans, some black, but them may be what we call brown, or even light skin, or whatever, who are actually direct descendants of, who have, from some form of British blood. But most, and I think like myself, you have to, most of it, and thing, I would think we're more, we have the name because we are descended from our ancestors being owned by the enslavers, and based on their system of our ancestors being owned, then the ancestors were given the respective slave master's name. And I saw so many of us end up with British names and all these things. Of course, you have entities and organizations that sought, to repel that. That's why, for example, amongst the American Muslims, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, from, who, boss, Malcolm X and something I look back for me, I know, Prezi. Oh, check. Oh, he gone. Malcolm X and, Louis Farrakhan and them. That's why them, they drop off a last name And them say, don't carry no European last name. We're going to just say X, right? And X was a rebuke, a rejection of, it's a form of resistance. If you say, nah, you're not going to use we as a vessel now to carry your name and thing and to immortalize your name under our accomplishments and all them something there. So them they just say, yo, Lego them last name there and thing like that. Now, frankly, I had thought about changing my name, my other name. I gave it some consideration, people, but my first, because you have some people up here change their name and give. So, what a basketball player the name Prezi, what change him name? The one where they dip on the Lakers, what him name? World what? Meta World Peace. That, you tell me now, what kind of name that thing himself? Meta World Peace. Papa Jesus. I want every piece of luggage that him carry in a film name, man. Meta World Peace, man. I want to know, meta is all encompassing, Mark Zuckerberg use metaverse and them something there. For those that are in academia, I want to know about metaphysical, right? Meta, all encompassing outside, But nothing that dramatic, but my first son, him have my name. His name is Zion Kingsley Stewart. And me the name Kingsley Otis Stewart. So even when me did not do the name and thing and the lady I said, but you just change the middle name, I just say middle name alone. I say, yes, just the middle name alone. And she said, but why just the middle name? I said, well, I use the Ragashanti a lot, And one time one man did try thief it. One David Squeeze Anarchy did try thief my name, like literally try thief my name up here, people. Applied to the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office to own the name Ragashanti while me I work for him and the man see the strength and all these things. I want thief my name. Me and him end up in one big dirty war over it and thing or whatever. But, I'm with all of it, well, we don't even go in that. But when I say yes, so I tell her, I said, nah, I'm not go forward right around there. Some things I'm going to set up for myself. And in terms of branding, I want to just own the name straight out. So she said, you know, I want to change anything else. So I said, no, because my first son named Zion Kingsley Stewart. So him name after me. So him middle name is Kingsley, him last name is Stewart. So I said, right now, I'm proud of that name they still, So that name they not change out of respect for him. So Kingsley Stewart a whole firm, you understand? Me almost go say stand firm, but true me no want the politics thing. I'm go say a PNP, true PNP with stand firm. Talking about branding and whatever. So what does that say? Whole firm. We could use Sizzler talk. Holding firm. Every man deserves to earn. You understand? So people, I just want the world know that my official legal name is Kingsley Ragashanti Stewart. So Ragashanti is my middle name. Right? Then president know what I call my group. Now TamFam I call my group, right? You know, it's a Tambourine. You know Tambourine? The media woman up here who do what they she a call for her people them TamFam to him. So at some point there might be some little, So, you have to look on them legal something and trademarking. All right, people. 2 more things and then we'll go to the 4 line. The next thing is this. Well, people, 2 things that them kind of meshing together. People may wonder if Bruce Golding and Andrew Onis get along. I am wondering if Bruce Golding and Andrew Onis are getting along. I am wondering. I wonder why, Because after Andrew became the leader of the JLP and subsequently the Prime Minister and so forth, the former Prime Minister, the most honorable Bruce Golding, he was strategically quiet, kind of stayed off the radar screen or whatever. which I commended him for because, as a former prime minister, we have seen other instances across the world where former leaders, they remain, some of them vociferous, in their commentary on the public affair. And so much so that, the media and the people are, were placed in positions where they essentially have to always be comparing the viewpoints of the former leader with the present leader, and irrespective of what you think about the present leader from whichever party or whichever side, that is not a good thing for any nation. I must say that I have to commend former President of the United States, George Bush, about this, because on multiple occasions he was asked, certain questions and thing after he left office and thing, and I recall him in an interview, with two, and him said, listen, the United States of America has one president. One president. And basically I said that is reason for him not to be out there attack when Barack Obama was president. And what is interesting, former President George Bush and Barack Obama, they're now pretty good friends, the family get along, and, Mrs. Bush get along with, George Bush as a particularly unique friendship with the former First Lady, Michelle Obama. Yeah, they're like a really, cozy friendship and thing like that. Pretty cool, So you always have to, commend former leaders who deliberately take care not to talk too much about anything that will, redound, unfavorably on the present leadership. However, Mr. Golding at times made some comment. I don't know Mr. Golding is a host right here on the Bridge 99 FM. He is a host of his own show here and things like that. But I wonder if, and again, to be reminded that Andrew Hunes was essentially chosen by Bruce Golding to be his successor, right? There is a backstory as to why Bruce Golding did not continue as Prime Minister and relinquished his role in that regard and made it possible for Andrew to go. But I am not getting in that backstory right now, right? Because that backstory has all kinds of this and that tied to it. To remember the whole Dodos thing and the killing down at Tivoli and Renata Adams and which plane did in the year, all kind of something. We're not going into that right now. But just that Andrew Hunes was chosen by Bruce Golding to be the new leader of the JLP and subsequently the leader of the nation. Of course, Andrew had to fight for that because there were those in the JLP who felt that he should not have gotten it. And they sought to have him removed. And Andrew had to learn real fast and form some alliances and things who they protected him and allowed him to be the Prime Minister. And they, particularly Measures Mr. Chang, Pernell Charles and these people, Babsy and them people and things, them back Andrew in terms of that internal feud in the JLP. Andrew triumphed, and those who sought to have him removed, including word is that one Mr. Shaw and so forth, they too relinquished their ambitions in terms of leadership of the JLP and allowed Andrew to be, to remain as a leader and here now as Prime Minister and thing. And that is not different. You have that's what democracy can be messy. And democracy is the idea that anybody can be what they, can seek to hold whatever office, and so forth. And that process can be somewhat ugly in terms of the competition, the contestation that, you have to engage in order to ascend into your respective position and things. So par for the course there, any country you go, there is usually some aggressive jockeying for leadership and all these things or whatever. So, the PNP had their share, right? The JLP had their share of it over the years or whatever. But Andrew emerged. But there was no question that, Andrew is there because of, Bruce Gould. But me, I wonder what's going right now, because what do you mean Bruce put out a little sound and thing and whatever, and it never sound too good for the JLP in terms of what he might do. And now, with this thing, what the group name again? The constitutional group where are looking to turn in Jamaica into a republic, and apparently on committee level, supposedly, the decision has been made. Jamaica is going to rid itself of the monarchy. So the plan is for Jamaica to no longer have a constitutional monarchy. And as with the lady her name again from the Ministry of Constitution and this and that, Taranat, what? She made an announcement on a seat from JIS. With it, the Honorable Mr. Justice Lensley Hugh Wolf. This is from Peter Champagne. Has he been? Well, anyway, me look for that. But anyway, so the decision has been made, supposedly on committee level. But me know what Bruce come out and I say, basically, the work what them say them do, there is nothing new there. You understand, President? So if Bruce come out and I say, I don't know, I see nationwide news or reports of Bruce Golding comes. This is a grand announcement, right? Because, you have to have, these things, you have to have protocol, you have to have, meetings and things, and you have to have, you can't tell the people, say, a process was in place that led to us embracing or enacting this change, particularly a change as monumental as, a fundamental constitutional change in terms of how the leadership of the country is governed and whatever. This is huge, people. This is a big sitting. This is a big elevator sitting, right? And thing and whatever. And so apparently the committee did what it did, do for them look work and them due diligence in that regard. And them reach a conclusion and say, yo, we're going to go ahead with this thing and whatever and this. And Mr. Bruce Golding, former Prime Minister, I don't know, and we have to be careful because sometimes the media nitpick things, take out something and then kind of, isolate one element of an entire speech and give it the impression that that element was the entire speech when it wasn't. And it sometimes it's a vulgar decontextualization of what the person actually said. So I must admit, I don't know the full speech or whatever, but that is the snippet that nationwide isolated and put forth out there in the public domain from the former Prime Minister Bruce Golding and things like that. So, but the question is, why Bruce decided to come out now and consider that now? Basically, there's room for us to interpret it like, so if basically the government come out and say, yes, we have done so and so and so, and we reach a point now where we are going to discard the monarchy and we're going to have a presidential executive, so we're going to have a president and thing, and then we're going to have a prime minister. We see some parallels there with what Barbados had secured over there. With me and Motley and the crew over there in Barbados, that is what they have now. They discarded the British monarchy and thing, and they have a president and a prime minister. The prime minister still run the country, have a titular head of state, the president. So apparently Jamaica is going to have something like that and whatever. So the government come out and basically make this grand announcement of this wonderful, huge change that the nation is going to make. And then Bruce just come out and say, but after I never do nothing. I don't do nothing new. Basically, Bruce, I said, but that they decide long time. And I'm sure probably the PNP are going to say the same thing too, but that they decide when we did it too, so we're not going on. But the question is, why Bruce think him need to come out and say, some sort of little backstory might be there. I'm just speculating, people. I don't know. Some sort of backstory might be there. Either way, real quickly, I think this is a good thing. I think I see online there's some debate about it and thing, understandably. And then you have some people who, you have a set of Jamaicans, them love England, man, and then love the royal family and thing and whatever, but them don't want to come out and say it. You have a set of Jamaicans, them not see any value in discarding the vestiges of our enslaved past. And when I say vestiges, I don't mean things that I couldn't know what did I go on back then. We welcome that. But I'm talking all these iconography, all these symbols that serve to celebrate the old wicked them, the old Satan concubine them, when it give it to our ancestors. When we did grow up in downtown, it was St. William Grant Park. And a be a white man pan ass did in it and thing and whatever. And them something that we grew up with when we grew up with that Jamaica, right? Them things they shouldn't do that. We shouldn't have grew up with them symbol of them things that work by your conscious and now wonder why we don't have a collective sense of self. Why Jamaica have somehow down to this and that, and why people are bleaching them something. That is why people are bleaching and do them something there, because they grew up being immersed, subsumed with all these images and structures that serve to celebrate those who enslaved our ancestors. Including when me did I go to school and thing, I could have tell about the whole of the royal family and thing. Me never know nothing about the culture of our ancestors. I don't wonder why some groups stronger than some. When you come up here and think, one thing, the Jewish group, them up here and all them group, them know them history and all them something there, You know, present. Them have them holiday, them have them Yom Kippur, and them know, I will not go this, because it's Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah. You have all these other groups, and them history and them stronger, them know what going on, and them something that them. Jamaica have a problem in that regard. What am I getting at? If we're going to make this change, it must mean something. If we're going to become a constitutional republic where we fling with the King Charles and then come below them and thing and whatever this and that, it cannot be something that is just there by itself, the change there, and it not mean nothing. I mean, the government, I suggest, must come up with a way where this thing is meaningful. And I'm not naive to think it's going to change everything overnight. Come on, people. That is not what I mean. Work with me now. Work with me. I'm just saying, as part of the process of nation building, if we're really sincere about them something here, and we can find some utility in them, and we can find some ways where we can ascribe certain meanings in them, and when these meanings are internalized, they can work within us in a way for we feel better about ourselves and proud about ourselves, and not to be proud about the other people who did that take it by and this and that and that what, and a slave out to clot and a suck out to eye like parasite and thing. We don't want them something that celebrated. Listen, people, if it were up to me, Jamaica wouldn't grow up on here about Cornwall, Middlesex, and Surrey, and St. Thomas, and St. Elizabeth. St. Elizabeth is named after the Queen of England, the former. Well, they have two Queen Elizabeth, the first, Queen Elizabeth the second. Right? And them they did learn now, right? Downtown, Victoria Pier. You know who the Victoria is? Right? So we grew up with all of them something, St. Mary, all them something. It's all them British thing and whatever. We still have some Spanish, because I know the Spanish is there before the British. And the British come and whop out them clot and kick them out and make enough of them run go up to Cuba and thing and kill off enough of them and take over Jamaica in 1655 and them thing. But all the Spanish them still there. Rio Bueno, good river. Ocho Rios, 8 river. Savlamar, sea of the sea. El Pueblo Español. Spanish town. Yeah, you know. Well, so, when I say, I think we should welcome this change for Jamaica. But it must mean something, so them have to find some way to make it systemic. You know, to make Jamaicans live this change, right? Because right now, we are only truly united when Olympics come and when reggae boys are playing. Until that time, Jamaica really united, right? While even, yes, but that's what I say about the United States of America and the turmoil that they are engulfed in right now and the so-called culture wars and whatever. There is always this sense of history amongst a significant percentage of the population and whatever, you know, something that constitutes a collective identity, right? Something where they can differentiate themselves collectively from the rest of the world in a way where they are proud, whether or not you want to agree with all the details associated with that, etc., right? Jamaica, we don't really have that something there. In other words, like the former Professor Nettleford has always argued, including my mentor also, right? May his soul rest in peace, Professor Barry Shavans, and they've always advocated that culture needs to be taught because culture is about identity. Identity is about who you are. And if you feel good about who you are, you're more likely to take care of you and protect yourself. Again, I'm not naive to think that this is some sort of panacea that is going to cure all our ills and anything. No, I'm saying that. I'm saying that we have accomplished so much already as a little nation, Jamaica. Our stamp on the world is just renowned in all over. And we can accomplish more. And remember, people take care of what them love, right? If you love your living room, people can clean up your living room and whatever, because you're proud of your living room. If you have a piece of furniture or a new car, people take care of what they love. And if people love themselves, they're more likely to take care of themselves. Right? I'm at a good stage right now where, for example, me not go bleach and me love my big nose and my lip them and thing and whatever, but I wasn't always there, right? I wasn't always there. And it is through education and the accumulation of knowledge where my internal fortitude now is now solidified, grounded in history and heritage and things like that. I'm a proud of who me is, and anybody come say I look a foolishness to them. I either pity them no and I laugh off of them. But when me look at me and call me donkey nose, well, I used to get mad and stabbed up people and all them something that when me there at school and whatever and all them things. Because me I go through, we look at post-colonial stress and strife and all them look at something there, right? We grew up in a Jamaica where people curse people, you're black and ugly like, and so we go through them look at something there. And it's a process. It's a process and it's not one that, you know, we're going to realize the full potential in my lifetime and so forth. But we have come a far way. And we have accomplished so much now at this point, and we feel better about ourselves in so many ways. And, you know, what presently obtained is certainly not what obtained 100, 200 years ago, and we should be proud of that and be thankful of those who made the sacrifices that enable the privileges and the liberties that we're presently enjoying. We should be thankful to Taki and Paul Bogle and not Bustamante and thing, but we should be thankful to those who, you know, Marcus Garvey and them people who set it for us so we can and go on. But it's a relay people, and we get it back now, we have to go pass on the baton right and now, and changes still are going, and you know, Republican, we are going to turn in one Republic right now and thing, but it must mean something. It must be taught in school. It must be explained what its significance. It must be explained in a way through rituals that serve to instill that. Lord, take out that sitting man and start making it sound like Duppy the palm and sitting or whatever and all them thing there. Understand what I say, people? And that's how they think there. So I welcome it. I welcome Jamaica becoming a republic. But again, if we become a republic, that's where King Charles as head of state, and even if we don't have the Governor General as the representative of the king and change that position into the presidency, similar to Barbados, and it must mean something in a meaningful, practical way for the Jamaican populace. It must be something that can be lived. It must be something that has a meaning that we can be proud of collectively and that can be active in our day-to-day activities and certainly in our ambitions. That is what I think. We're going well a break. We're soon forward and then we have a mix up for going and then we take on a phone call.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live.
All right, people, may I go, I want to look at smart. This is not a dramatic mix-up or anything, but somewhere in there, I think there is some room for some sort of discussion. I haven't pinned it down specifically yet. So as I'm listening to the may not hear like a mix-up with a climatic conclusion, like Ray and this happened. But somewhere in there is some rule. So President, why I listen to that mix-up here to you, right? So this woman had come up from Jamaica, scene, and she come up and she call a friend of hers, which is a man. And she tell the man, say, she just come up from Jamaica. But the man who bring her up from Jamaica, him want grind her up and she don't want to grind with him. And she asking if him can come help her. Now the man who she a call, she and him used to go church together in Jamaica. They lived in the same community, but them know each other from church. And them grew up together. From liquor picnic in a Sunday school, come up through, when you know church, go to Jamaica, youth fellowship and all them something. So I saw she know that man, she know that brother there for years. So the man said, wait, are we want to rape you? And she said, no, but him want me do things and we never have an agreement for we do that. So him said, but is him bring you up? She said, yeah, like him married you and bring you up? She said, yeah. But the deal was him going to do this for me. And now that me come up and me there and me live with him there, him want come jump up in my belly and them something. I said that. So I said, oh, all right. So him say, since I'm friend for a long time, him say I'm going to try help her. So I'm going to a reasoning with her and thing, and she say she good, she just need somewhere to go and she need for find one room and whatever. Anyway, him and her talk, and she find one place to rent. And then when the rent now, we go pay and thing, it was, you know that thing that go sitting on it and deposit. So, how it turn out now, him say him will pay the deposit and she paid. Him will give her the money for the deposit and she pay the money for the rent and thing and whatever. And so the rent, you know, is $1,800 where she go. And so she have to give $1,800 deposit, $1,800 as the first month rent. So, in go so Bamson now and she get a room. And him say my Leonard, the deal was him my Leonard the $1,800, right? So she get the room now and the day when she for move now, she can't, you know, they make an arrangement for him come help her for move and thing. So when she get one U-Haul truck and thing and go over there and them a move and thing and whatever. But when she move now, she only move with a mattress and a chest drawer. That's the only thing she move with, a mattress and a chest drawer and things. So he move her and put her over there and she go in the room with her mattress and her chest drawer and thing and whatever. When them go in her room, people in Jamaica up here, well, be careful before they come cost me or whatever. But while in Jamaica, it's common for people rent room without appliances in them. Up here, it's actually pretty standard. It's not everywhere, you know. But it's common up here when you have a rent room, You know, say fridge there and stove there. Me wrong or me right, Prezi? Fridge and stove there, right? I am well aware in Jamaica, it's actually quite common for your rent place and no appliance and nothing in there, right? As well as you can rent place when them say furnish and thing, but most cases up here, when you rent, if them say furnish, that means everything in there. But if you rent somewhere and it's unfurnished, you know, say you get fridge and stove. And you may get a microwave too or something. But fridge and stove did it. You just know that. Most places when them a rent up your fridge and stove. So when him go over there, him not see no fridge. So him said to her, say, I take the fridge no day, and I think the fridge no day, but all fridge no day and the money where him a charge and ray. So him said to her, say, you know, say me have one brethren. Him buy one bossy fridge one day. And him put him whole fridge in him garage. And him been attack say him need to find a way to get rid of the fridge. But up here in New York City, you can just put out things out the roads and whatever. Then we can lock you up and thing and whatever, you know. Another something there. You have to dispose of them something there in certain ways. So you be left to pay people for go drop them. Because you can't put it out there. So him a tell her that now. She in turn said to him, no, him did leave, you know. After I move her there, so him a call her back and I tell her about him brethren. So him know that in the fridge not there and him brethren have a whole fridge. Him I say, nothing wrong with the fridge. I just let him buy one of them bossy digital fridge that's sitting there whatever. So the whole fridge, him have it in him garage, but him want to get rid of it. But you can't hold the fridge. I must say a good fridge. So she tell him, say, no, how you have to do that? A whole fridge you want to give him. What may I do with whole fridge? So she make him know, say, no, I don't want a second-hand fridge. She said, in fact, I notice that when you didn't move me, you see, I just the mattress and the chest of drawer I notice you never say nothing to me like, you know, like you notice or you say you want to help me or anything like that. I notice you never say nothing. She said, I said, right now, what I like you do, you know, is I don't want you buy me a fridge. I don't want you buy me a new fridge. So bossy say, in my mind, him I say, eh? Man said, no, she said, man. So him now, him said to her, I said, look, no, let me tell you something now. You see that money that when me give for the deposit, my wife don't know about it, you know. My wife don't know about it. And all me and my wife juggle. We you know, we have the finances and we know what we want and we do things. And I do that for you because me know you from Jamaica and we grew up together in the same community and things like that. So my wife don't even know about that. So and then now if you go buy you a new fridge or whatever and really, that don't even too, you know, me don't even too comfortable with that. She in turn say, but you're a big man, you're a grown man and can do what you want to do. If you're buying me a fridge, your wife don't have to know. I must say, see, you want me to buy you a fridge and then I make my wife know something buy. She said, but precisely, we are good friends. Now, he's, again, you know, people, let me tell you, I don't know, not dramatic, not happening. But him now, I wonder, him I wonder like, it shall come on to him or whatever. You know, thinking like a typical man. President, what you think right there, sir? You think, say, like, certainly, like, say, she, you know, if him press the envelope, like something would have run? You feel so? Me no feel so. Me no feel so. Me no feel so. Just this morning, free up, coming to free up this morning. Just this morning, I tell us, people, you have people out there who just, you know, them just look for nice people as people to be exploited and for take a thing off of them. And for, you have them people who steer so. Right? You have them people who steer so. Right? Again, there's nothing spectacular here. There's nothing salacious here. There's nothing, a big excitement and a big mix-up. But you might wonder, like, What you think, say? Ray. Some of my main spanit is, I don't think that is fair focus. I think this woman here, I get where she can out of you. And you have demonstrated a willingness to help. And she's one of them, whatever she had, whatever. I don't think she wanted anything with him. Well, the discussion about it. I don't think she wants to be in anything with him. I think she's just trying to get as much as she can get. Now, it's a different argument if him go so boom now and go so boom and throw in a punch and then try. I'm not busy with a partner. We're not here to judge anybody, so you can't say one of us. But I'm just saying, I really think say this or shit. Right? Me think say, but she brighty. And I think say, there's room now for us to think say, the man will bring her up, like a cat, she card him to, and play him to, when she reach up, she say, boom, leg of that. I want me to you, me some. So something this. So whatever I know to say about that, can give me a call and make me know what I go on this. So I if it up to me, if me was a man, and whatever, I think him need to lower that woman there. But probably will have a different opinion on it. And things, so we see how that goes. All right, the number of people, 876-676-4996. Prezi! You know, see how Atan Spicy talked to Prezi last week? Prezi! Prezi disappear again, you know. Prezi! 876-676-4996. Stay right there, son. Man, don't play with me. President, you know, say you take me lightly. President, you know, all of the Obia link them at Jamaica, you know, President. Honestly, President, don't play with me, man. I tell him I have all of the Obia link them and whatever. Me make you get big foot of foreign, right? Me make you get bossy. You see, remember one time I asked you if you know what bossing is, and you don't know what bossing is, right? You don't want boss. By the way, what is bossing, though? No, but you know, somebody I think I know what is bossing. I know it's not something good. I know it's a Jamaican term for something else that is standard in terms of illnesses or some sort of medical issue and things like that. But I don't really know what bossing is, you know. But just know, say, man get bossing. When I grew up, hernia. Delmarine said bossing is hernia. Bossing is hernia, Delmarine, you sure? On the constitutional people, you know. Well, Delmarine said bossing is what? Bossing is hernia. So bossing spiced it up. I thought his only man could have get bossing. So I was wrong. We need somebody like Elaine too cute for clarify them something at and spice. I thought it was only man alone could get bossing, but if it's hernia, that means a man and woman can get bossing then. I don't know. But anyway, bossing was one I think that when I grew up. Enlarged prostate. Marjorie, I wonder if I that. All right, we know. Bossing. Hello, good night.
No, close, Raga.
Wow, me Elaine too cute, mate. But glad you're the right person. Elaine, what is bossing? What is bossing? Woman can't get bossing?
Man alone.
So I can't.
Alone have bossing.
So Delmarine talk about bossing and hernia. What Delmarine know about?
Me no know. She needs to go sleep or go get a book and read.
Yeah, you know where she come from? She come from a place near Constitution Hill. You know Constitution Hill?
Yeah, me have a friend up there and me go up there one time.
Oh, but that's where she come from. She don't know one part where she a chat down.
And go way up.
Actually, if you're the Ellison Flats and you look over on the hill on the other side, over there's a Constitution Hill.
Yeah,
and man. Over there, them ride wild hog and all these things, you know.
Okay. So what you going with?
No, so what is bossing? What is the right? What is the other? What is the... So what is it? Is it... So I can't earn here then. What you say about boasting?
No, the something big. The man something big.
Why him say something? What, him scrotum, him balls or what?
Balls, them say.
Oh.
You never really there with no man who are boasting, but
So
me
well
see
on,
man
is it-
who are boasting.
Is boasting them prostate? Is it a prostate issue? I eat them called boasting.
Me not think, no man, no, because me know people who have prostate and that is, no. Prostate and boasting are boasting.
Because I don't know what it is, but I know so when man did have it, it's like somewhere around, not where them penis is, but somewhere in another area, they swell up.
Yes, big and
Big.
up them pants.
And people say, yeah, and then some people say, oh, better and give them boasting.
Now 1 minute me have left and me want talk.
No, well on. I who down the prison? Tristan, call her back, Tristan. Tell him call her back, here. Tristan, take her number and call her back right away, because I want to chat to her too. Tell him call her back. But Prezi, you see Delmarine, she run out about boasting and earning and thing. I saw them constitutional people at time, poor thing. Watch her, she said boasting is not a medical term. Well, duh. No, that me say from me start. I want him to Delmarine tonight. He look like Delmarine run for catch a bus tonight and she not catch a bus, You understand? Because she look like she get left. That is exactly what I said. That is why I raised the question. So I know it's not an official medical term. I just want to know what is what in Jamaica we have these terms for these things and then you have the real medical term for it, but we have our Jamaican version, right? Yes, Elaine, so what I go and put us?
Yeah, me there, me love, me there. I take a rough life easy, clean up my room today and start out. And I me little nephew come and say, midweek you cleaning your room. Me say, anytime me feel like to clean, me clean.
See it there.
Then I thought it was Saturday and Sunday. Me say, anytime.
So you're one of them who always a clean your place?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And a bed everywhere I go.
Always,
When
you
you're
just
ready
always a clean. Your place always clean and tidy, no?
It's supposed to, especially when me I listen to a nice program on radio.
Place
It get me crazy if you just do things. You understand?
You mean while you listen to the program, you like for you do
Yeah.
things when you Interesting.
Yeah.
Elaine, you know it's a present disgusting. True, you say get you crazy for do things. You want your president say about you. I swear to God, I swear for my mother name. And that president say, yeah, she like for do things when she listen. It's not that thing, president.
Watch ya, Raga.
Yeah.
Better Jordan is today one of my friends call me.
Yeah.
So I must say, as soon Raga time, so me say 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, me see you, yeah, Baba Tunde. Me say, I'm a radio freak. Yeah, I love what you just said. I love what you just me say, radio freak.
You say radio freak and him saying love what you just say.
Yeah.
I be a things are going down there Jamaica, you remember? Yeah.
Me be tell you, me love me radio Ragashanti.
Me know a man. Me have a question. You know, so now that this topic, me have a question for ask, and it's something where, you know, that I'm a little bit weird. You know, that I'm a nerd, right? You know, I'm a self-proclaimed nerd. I own it and I like it. You know, one of the things that has always perplexed me, you have some people, when they leave them house, if them are going for a DR tour, but for them leave them house, them cannot leave them house untidy. Them have to go through one elaborate whole thing to clean up the house. To leave. Now, I am aware of some explanation for it, right? One is actually, Jamaica is a simple place and on another time it's not a simple place. And I am aware that one belief, Jamaicans are always trafficking in the supernatural and in this case the spiritual. Me know my mother and them and a few generation, for them thing is, when you're leaving your house, it must be in a state to welcome good spirits. Right? And, you know, you must discourage a bad spirit. So that's why People like Jennifer Gooders and them people, them put the chair them on them bed, because them don't want to come sleeping on them bed and all them something or whatever. But you know this whole thing about you must leave the Bible open, you must always have the Bible open to a psalm in your house and them things. But outside of that also, there is always this thing, clean your place so that your place can remain blessed, with good spirits when you clean your place before you leave. But then you have these other people that have more practical explanation for it. Them say them hate coming home to them house and it dirty. What? You ever hear anything go so hard? What going on, sir?
Me not like it neither, Raga. Your place is speak and span. Raga, you see me going to my kitchen and me say I could have even one cup in ice thing. Cross. You
cross. Yeah, you have to clean it up quick. No, you have to wash a cup there. Yeah, me know no woman. But it make no sense if you leave your house. Why you have to clean all of your house? What the big cleaning for if you leave your house?
You have to clean everywhere, but set up your place straight because Raga, you can't step right out this and drop down,
Then what that have to do with whether or not your place clean or not?
When people dry your back in, you have some dirty people who are going to talk about your house. And bad and this and you have some dirty people out there,
But what I'm saying, what is this thing with Jamaica when you grow up? Make sure so when you go to the road, your underwear clean because you may drop down and you don't want nobody see you. What is this thing? Jamaicans are always worried about how them look and how people going to perceive this thing. What is going on there? Why is that such a big deal?
A reality, man.
I know, but why is it such a big deal? So if people come at your house and your house not fully titled, who cares what them want? So what?
Well, we care, because we care. Because, you have some people, them not easy on them more. Them just come. Some people then come, Raga. You then come to and them hide all
over fast. Yeah. Yeah, and then go chat. You make one thing out of place and then go chat your thing. Man, I'm going to see one look at teenager. Americans, teenager is a small roach. This is a term Jamaican use, a small roach. Man, I'm going to say I look at teen. Yes, Prezi. Prezi, I laugh. Prezi, you never know that. No, don't ask me where I want to come from. But Jamaica, you have teenager, young people, but Jamaicans call small roaches. We call them teenagers. Don't ask me where I come from, Prezi. I'm just telling you. Right? So, man, I'm going to say I look at teenager and whatever. Them not talk about the rest of the house, so your house clean everywhere else. Just the one teenager, them going to beat your pants. So that's true. That's true.
Rather me have one nephew, see when me alone there and you running at the kitchen. Yeah, this a kitchen you no use.
Oh. Cause it clean.
Yeah.
Clean.
Him ask me if the kitchen use. Me say you know easy, me cook and eat and tidy up back.
Well, at least you cook and eat and tidy, but so like somebody like Hot and Spice, she and them bullfrog they up there in Maryland, if your place now go too clean now whatever and them so.
And me want she make me call me want jump on fear case last week.
Yeah.
When you talk about the lady what carry up the castor oil for the lady.
Right.
For her friend.
Yeah.
And she always go over and she massage the ear with it, and one day she hot and she bust her blouse open,
Right.
And the friend know whatever.
Right. Jump down on her two breasts them. Yeah.
Hot and Spicy call and I said that she has said that what kind of hot she had to bust her clothes open in front of friend Raga.
Yeah.
You have something. Man can't talk about them things because number one, if man go say what me I say,
right.
Them a go say them a fish.
Right.
Swim round.
Right.
You understand what me I say?
Right.
But me can't talk about it. Me a friend what can look for me, use the bathroom, go have a shower.
Yeah.
Wrap up in the towel, come in my room, and then she bust,
Yeah, just take off the towel and start put on her lotion in front of you because she comfortable in front of you. Yeah.
And me with a long breast.
Yeah.
And I eat that, me now go jumpy,
Yeah.
So you must can have your good little banana friend.
Right.
Where certain things do not do together.
Right.
You
Female.
understand? Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, and no feelings.
Right.
Me have a next one now. One time when did I work on the bathroom, I'll try so me could have beard in another bathroom, but me take it outside. You understand?
You got beard outside.
Outside.
Right.
Me have one little shorts and no top.
Right.
And my next friend, she sit down outside and say, Ilian, you know one thing me grudge you for? Your little breast.
Right.
If she could have extended breast, she'd have want my breast. And I hit that.
Okay. Well, she have too big everyone. Two. Huh?
He has the other for me.
Right. Okay. And I eat that is nothing. No.
eat
Right.
that.
Right.
You understand me? So you can't do any little thing around your friend. If you even want to come in from the bathroom naked, nothing wrong with that.
Right.
So me not. I
So,
can't spice.
no, I can't spice. Yeah, talk to her.
Girl, you not have no friend, goody. If me come a your yard, you just stay in the bathroom and put on everything. In goody.
Yeah. So me, so you know, see nothing wrong. So the friend did
Me
just
not see nothing
comfortable
wrong
and
with it.
secure around her friend who she will not deal with her. She and her have no discussion upon them something there before or anything like that. And she hot and thing and just open up her blouse and thing and whatever.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
She too bright to grab her and pan the woman hand should have lick her in her mouth.
But you see, she like her a long time though, and it just is like. It's just like the likings just overwhelm her, and when the woman goes up, woman back up in her top and she see the nipple them and thing, you know. She couldn't resist, you know. She just kind of harbor shark down upon them and grab them and all these things. And fling one in her mouth quick o'clock, you know.
She too out of order.
Right.
She pass her place to some man. Why she never tell the girls that she like her for a long time, make the girls decide?
No, and fear thing is that the girl should have known a long time and thing because why she think she so special and do them thing the fear every time she go Jamaica or whatever and you know them people with them look a generalship and whatever this and
One
that.
little castor oil all the time and that not expensive. And not in 5 grand she appear for the backer. So even she comes 6 times at Jamaica and buy 6 backer.
Yeah.
And I nothing that.
I don't know that.
And pan the woman breast. She too out of
One grind off the woman for castor oil. Bright.
After the woman a breezer.
And next thing you know, she go walk and them get all of that little friction. Go say, I was sure I put and whatever, I'm grind her off for castor oil and all them something and start style her up. No.
So now that one next thing again, you about in the last year, you did bring on one next one where them have girls' night. 3 of them go out and one of the friends junk and take off her baggy and say, whoop, whoop,
Right.
and the baggy drop and whatever, and she go home without panty and the boyfriend, whatever. You know the whole story.
Right.
Me and Atan Spicy I discuss about it. Me say a girls' night and 3 away we have goodies, real friends.
Right.
And me see her panty drop. Me I take it up, Raga, and push it in her back pocket or push it in her bag. Atan Spicy I say she not take out no girl panty and this, and she's not a friend then.
But you see, let me tell you, man, is a Jamaican thing. There's certain rules, you know, where, you know.
Raga, that is no rules at all. It's 3 we are friends, and you say one of your friends rat.
No, I agree with you, you know. I agree with you, you know. I'm just saying there are these cultural rules we have in Jamaica, and Jamaicans struggle with them every day, and some of them just don't make. I totally agree with what you say. That is what a friend should do. But you and I know this whole thing about where you must touch, it just don't look on Jamaican men. You know, for touch panty. You know, for touch woman panty and whatever. So Jamaican men don't want to touch woman panty when it clean. They don't want to touch a panty when it clean, but them not run to touch it when it dirty, when it sweat up at that time. Right? Yo, let me tell you something.
Them is a set of monkey.
A set of what?
Monkey.
No,
the man them want run from clean panty off of the line.
Yeah. But not have no problem. I take out sweaty, the dirty panty, don't it? It don't make any sense. But I'm saying.
I wash them and wash it, raga. Little rain and Jesus and moms in the house and look for them food. You can't just run out. They go take up the panty.
Go take up the panty them. And if I some me, I'm gonna go take up my woman panty. And I could have video me look more. Me not care. Me I take them up. You understand?
Raga, me not see nothing wrong with that to draft the video.
But what I'm saying, that is where hot and spicy come from, though. Fear thing is, the rule is, for thought. What she really is saying, something suspicious if you touch your girlfriend panty. And it's like, what you mean? What is suspicious about that? Your girlfriend drunk, and you're supposed to look out for her. And she knows, she got you a little thing where she enjoy herself and go lay on her panty. You look out for her. That is what girlfriends do. Right? That is what girlfriend do when you look out for your chargy.
Some things weird, though. Some things weird.
What you mean? You mean some things are some people weird?
Some people weird, yeah, because it's true we are floss and and she get drunk. And we monitor.
Exactly. That are the standard girl code, right? This now. Right away, so you not get drunk, because you have to look out for your charge here now,
Exactly.
I look a man a dance up too close to you, just go over there, go save her, and all these things and whatever, and make sure. Them look weird there. So the thing said.
All right, one more thing, Raga.
Well, before you go to the next thing, that's why Hot and Spicy and a friend and only bullfrog them she have up there. You ever hear she call and a chat boyfriend? That's why she do him now and a friend up there and whatever. Prezi I try with her right, A Prezi I try with her. Prezi I try with her. Up to what the Prezi I tell me about, she ask him if he can send down some popsicle. So I said, but Prezi, what you mean send down popsicle? Oh, popsicle not sell cool. Hot and Spicy, I say if him not have them look a bag there where him can send down popsicle. You tell me now, you are ask man for something from foreign and you can ask a cool popsicle now. What kind of carelessness that? Right? I want him to that popsicle girl lay up in Maryland. You understand? No, that's why she not have a friend. That's why I'm she and the bull. And the time she call her, she and put the bullfrog them I make nines up there and whatever. Anyway, go and talk. The next thing what you did I say,
All right. You see, Easter Sunday we go on a boat ride, right?
Yeah.
I may have this friend. Me never know her in person. Girlfriend. We only talk on WhatsApp, say good morning and heal up one another. On the boat ride, we meet on the boat ride.
Yeah.
A man buy me one rum cream. Me I carry my wine glass,
Yeah.
I'm a chew out liquid night, and chew out the next liquid night, and my headlight, and she say, something out for wrong. And she make sure tell me, say, no more.
Oh.
No more.
Okay.
Me I said, just a little teeny bit. She said, no more. Put it in your bag.
Because she'll look out for you.
So now that and she just know me.
Right. Hot and Spicy, she don't know them they something there and thing or whatever. She don't know them they sitting there.
Hot and Spicy, you know them cool and goodie? I'm a friend.
Me know, but she don't know them something there. Me don't know, she probably come from Constitution Hill to like Delmarine and a look of sense. Them people over there and thing, we don't know her something like that.
Only thing she good for her memory, Hot and Spicy. Robert is 41.
Yes, people. Elaine did text me and let me know say a 41 Robert did say.
Yes.
And then so me just tell people say Hot and Spicy was right and I was wrong. Right? Big man round here, we can just own up. So me get the L panda one day, me take the loose panda one day and get Hot and Spicy. So 41 Robert did say.
41 and pan dear pastor sure now in reverse it same 30 years.
Right. Cause me hear somebody send me something in a week, with Robert, and recording, And me hear Robert pan dear pastor tell dear pastor say I'm 38. And me hear dear pastor if I tell him say no bother with the number thing and you can't just say the man a try him best, If he said nobody come here now with the number thing, but me for put out your number for woman or whatever this. Robert disgusting, man. Robert, disgusting. You know, say Reverend Dumas, dear pastor, no, I'm one of the most decent, docile, you know, just easy going, you know. And we
Yes,
have
real.
we have so much respect for the man and thing and then and Robert gone pan the man show with him thirsty body self and thing and want the man and I pressure the man figure out number, forget woman and whatever this and that. Robert just as soon as you have a talk show upon the radio, Robert call and I pressure you. Robert, you're disgusting, man. I can't believe me get the recording, Robert. And you tell your pastor say you're 38. And if you give out number, whatever, can you want, woman? Now, what really wrong with Robert? What do you think really wrong with him?
Robert coming like them like a pit. Now my friends still we shout out one another now and then, but in coming like some like a pitney.
Yeah.
Where them do something and you tell them to stop and 15 minutes after the same thing, the pitney go back or do.
Exactly.
While you beat the like a pitney, he still go back to the
Still go back and do the same.
That's Robert.
That is Robert. So Robert, I like a picnic then.
He's a big man, but he's a pitney brain.
He might pick the brain and things. So then basically Robert fill out woman and just go back him fishing in one corner at daytime then, right?
I just love out woman thing. I
I
don't
just
know if
love
you
out
want
woman
to deal
thing.
with Miss Palmer.
If he want to deal with Miss Palmer.
Miss Palmer, yeah.
Foreigner people, that's Jamaican term for masturbation, the palm of your hand. Miss Palmer, that is the woman who the man there with. Miss Palmer, use a palm and you back your fist. That is what she's saying. All right? So, you say, Robert, we go there with Miss Palmer. Just love what other woman there, man, just there with your palm. Just there with your palm or whatever. Because, right, and be a stress you're going to give woman, because you don't know that woman thing. Right? And that you say, no.
Yes.
All right.
Anyway.
Yeah, man. Bless up, man. All right?
Yes, man.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Next call, 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. Hello.
Good night.
Good night. How is Brittany? Where go on?
All right. First of all, you see,
Yeah.
I Elizabeth, my name, I may not change it.
What? Me not tell you for change, Elizabeth. Me just I say all of them colonial thing that were there that we are celebrate the colonial order where we suffer under for hundreds of years, including the parish name them and certain. All right, you say Lady Musgrave Road.
Yeah.
Do you know why them say Lady Musgrave Road was made for lead from King's House come down where you know why that road they did make? You see Devon House?
Yeah.
Devon House was the place of something like the first black millionaire. Right? Lady Musgrave, who you know, representative of the Queen and whatever back then and whatever, this and that. She said the way she racist, she not drive by no successful black person. Because she'd have to come down past Devon House. And I saw she had her own road make. Lady Musgrave Road. You tell me now, should we still be having that road there? That was made in this racist woman and made for a racist purpose and things. Should we still have that road there named Lady Musgrave Road?
No.
No, it's for name Shelly and Road, Shelly and Thompson Road. Or Usain Bolt Road. You understand? Or Paul Bogle Road. You know, and whatever. And I'm saying Jamaica is filled with these things. Not only in these type of structures out there in the public, but even in school. But if you name Elizabeth, you name Elizabeth. Right? And nothing wrong. And some today, can I call you Lizzie?
No. You have to use that name the occasionally, man. Like when time we go anywhere and they say, may I have your idea what have you and then people and they just use it up.
So wait, no. As we say in Jamaica, Brittany are your pet name?
No, you know, say you call me so.
What?
Yep.
No, go son of me call this.
You call me so.
No, me can't. Why would I make up a name for you so I can?
No, because long time from me I call you at 102. And you call me so, yeah.
That's up 20 odd years ago, but what I'm saying, so how me come up
And
with the name Brittany?
Nobody else no call me so, and you call me so. And they know through the people, me call you show the people and call me so.
No, man, hold on. So what me would have come up with a name if I call you Brittany?
Well, I guess through the radio thing.
No, man, I must say you did say, all right, call me Brittany. Call me, we do that, you know. My very officer, give me a name where I can call you.
Maybe.
Yeah, I must say so. Because,
Because
no, because that name there, the type of person I am would have come up with, anytime I name somebody, I name them something for something will happen or, you know, whatever. So usually, and Brittany is not a name that is readily part of my consciousness. So it must be that it's quite often for regular callers, me say, no, man, we need to have a name for you. Give me a radio name for you. And they will suggest a name to me. And they will say, call me so and so. So I must say you did say, you can call me Brittany. Auntie.
Well, maybe.
Okay. I never know. I think that was your...
Yeah, man, you call me that time. We just work with it.
We just work with the Brittany.
Yeah, but in a normal circumstances, nobody no really call me.
Nobody no really call you Brittany. That is interesting. That is interesting.
Right. The Boston thing.
The what?
The Boston thing.
Boston, yeah.
Well, for me, I pick me until now. Me hear say, I when man lift up, Lord, then get Boston.
Them strain, right?
Yes.
Yeah, me hear that part too. They never hear say some man get it from Guzum, like people Guzum them and get them Boston.
No, me never hear that part.
Alright, you ever hear about people, Guzum people, and get them Bigfoot?
Yeah, me hear about
Bigfoot. You hear about Bigfoot. Yeah, man, well, maybe about Bigfoot and Boston are them head gone, you know, them Tony idiot and thing. But Boston was one of them two and thing and whatever, you know. But yeah, you're right. That's strange something. They're like, man, you live for the thing there, you know, you get Boston. Yeah, you're right. That's true. But I don't know.
Earner thing.
Yeah, go on. The earner, what you say about that?
And the earner thing, no, are the neighbor. The earner, the neighbor. You get earner, and they say a neighbor earner, you know.
No, you're wrong, this earner.
No, I got me here from we little Raga. Me just
tell you when me hear from
I was small.
I am not a medical doctor, but I'm pretty sure it's not a neighbor. If they're near, you can be near to the navel, like to the side or whatever, you know, to the either side of the navel, but it's not where the navel is, that far as I know. Yeah?
Okay, well, I saw me here, but me just when me here.
Well, you here, sir?
So people have for them virgin and things.
Okay.
All right, finally, no.
Yeah.
Me hear you talk about accountability when night. And me hear Andre panic too.
Yeah.
And, Raga, got waste no time, because guess what? That no day, yes.
This is what accountability for when somebody do something wrong.
Mm-hmm. That not there.
Well, no, but hold on. When you say that not there, so are you referring to accountability for everybody or just certain people? There's no accountability for them. What are you referring to?
Well, that talk about government.
Right.
Persons
right,
also.
Right.
So I tell you, say, that not there, so. Number one.
Yeah.
The first one when me never hear nothing. The shell argument.
Hold on. Before you go on, somebody who know about these things, she said, yes, you can have an umbilical hernia. Nakita says that. Nakita know about those things, and so you sound like you're right, and things some just want to acknowledge. Hey, me give people them flowers and then forget them flowers, you know. So if you're right, you're right. Nakita said you can get an umbilical hernia. And them something she deal with, she know them something and thing like that. So it sound like you're right there. So when you're right, and when you're right, like Del Marine, them right over in a constitutional ill. So them not too know what going over this and thing. But Nakita, right? But go on talk now. So we are talking about now with the government and accountability.
Yeah, the shell argument never come out of that.
Shell, what if them PNP and JLP? Right, and what you said, nobody.
Yeah. All right. Nobody now got no prison. Now, one man never see got prison in Jamaica. Jail. No prison go. One. Jail go. For a few years. And a current spender.
For the light bulb.
Light bulb. And nothing no come out of that.
And nothing no come out of that
They still have investigate. They still have investigate.
So your conclusion in terms of when people in government or high society do something wrong, what is your conclusion about that now?
No, come out that regard. A be investigation. And one time I ever see somebody investigate themselves. And no come out of it. None of the people where they could not recall.
All right then. I remember that famously when KD had Christian Bruce. I cannot recall. For KD said Bruce is pathologically mendacious. But anyway, but what I'm saying, so here's my question to you then. If you say when it comes to high society people and government and thing and whatever, I have two questions with you along that. So they are not, when them do anything wrong, even if what them do wrong is to the detriment of the country, what I'm hearing you saying, still not come out of it. Does this apply to both PNP and JLP? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because even where they are with the Andrew team, me hear one lady Pandian program and say he must step aside because of investigation and what have you. Me hear Andrea say they might unseat him. Me say to Mark say, look here, away Andrea taxi and away the lady there taxi. That nah happen.
So, but here's my question to you. Hold on. So, if that is the case, right? One of the arguments me always make is when me I grew up, I mean, they round the man them in my community, gunman in a different community. The observation that you just made, they routinely make that same observation too, you know. Right? In other words, them are no idiot, them are no fool. And not only that, they make that observation and them apply it to all aspects of life. And them explain it sometimes chronologically in how that translate now to some people that live better than some. And they make and them carry it further and say, well, me not have the access to enjoy them power and them privileges there and whatever this and that. So I have to get that power and thing there for myself. And I saw them utilize what is in their means to do it, which is the gun and force in them community and all them something there. So what me I say now, if that is the case, what needs to be done then when the leadership then them are going to turn around and say to the Jamaican people, well, we need discipline, we need law and order, so we have to make all motorists, when them break the law, they must pay the money now and this and that and whatever. How you reconcile that now? If you in a position and you're part of a body where there is no accountability, as you just did, but your job is to ensure that the country improves in its quality of life by promoting and pushing accountability. How that go? How that go?
Well, I guess the law applies to we. The law not applies to them. Because if anything, them are their friend are going to investigate them. Our friend not let down friend.
The law apply to we, but the law doesn't apply to them.
No.
Is it that a sad, troubling state for us to be in? As a nation? As a nation?
It is, but you know, sir, so it go. As like a power one sweet thing, you know.
And do you understand why people like me, you know, when me the parade, I say, oh, should that shout out something and people, it's disgusting and this and that, and we need to hold them accountable. Don't you understand why people like me would just want to tell them about them parts and send them up somewhere and whatever? Cause, you know, even the same people them who don't do it, when them other people do it, you realize that them people, for them mouth not open. When the big shot people them do it and the powerful people them do it, them for them out not open. But as soon as one little man like me, I said the woman with the digital and thing, well, shut down the country. Right? A man jump the fence and pick one occupant King's house land. Boom! Him gone to prison and jail and whatever. Over and over and over and over again. When me did young guy there at Jamaica, me would keep one fire extinguisher, half a tree jail me end up.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You understand now? And that's just me. So you understand how the youth them out there in the street now, them a see this thing here and say this thing here exists. And see, I saw the order set up. Like me, I telling my friend Craig, Chinese and whatever, when them get vexed and them man broke in place. And where Craig said, I said, Craig, just be careful, I don't want them lock you up. And them man laugh off of me and say, Raga, for somebody who have degree and them something, you know, in a sense, you know, we used to Chinese people that go jail and prison, yes, and whatever. We not go to jail and prison. People like you who go jail and prison. You know, sister, you don't see how that troubling.
In troubling, Raga, but me say, it not happen. When me hear you talk, me say to Mark, say, Mark, Raga, you can't go and talk.
Okay, so it not change. You don't think that's going to change at Jamaica?
Change what? Raga, that from little until now.
No, okay.
From little until now. That not going to change. Before that, then destroy every file. What we find them guilty.
Okay.
Every file. Or they make somebody do it.
So then what to all these so-called bright people, these intelligent people who depend on radio every day and TV and them something, and them a talk about. They have been talking all this time about what the country needs to be better. So, what about them though? What about all them bright people who always talk about what the country needs to be better?
But them no say nothing. Them just attack. It will happen a different country.
Oh.
But no, yeah. So remember the man where did the man in England where did go at the party in a COVID and they unseat him. That not am here, so. You believe something like that I got me, so?
Oh, when Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister, the most powerful man, well, the second most powerful man in the Ralph, and thing in the country and thing, and him go party when COVID are going and thing and this and that, and the man seat him, and yeah, say, boy, you know, that wouldn't happen here, so don't.
No, sir, when me hear the man I say so about Andrew, me say, you can't go and talk.
Okay.
Me say you can't go and talk. You believe say them a take control of power for that. Me say before that they investigate till that turn zero.
Till that turn zero and sitting. And basically, I say, Andrew, but you know, just say it's just a JLP. I say, for a little bit, it no matter if a JLP or PNP and whatever they say.
Family little Raga. So that not happen. So,
but what you say about the powerful people, I mean, the private sector who very often them open them mouth. So you say them a condone it too or them not condone. What you say?
Maybe they might not agree with somebody, but then just know say certain things not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen, anything.
Rather, you just know say it not gonna happen. It can't happen. Even with the veggie bun situation, you know say that not gonna happen.
Wait. What you talk about with the veggie bun? What about the veggie bun?
No, you know, remember I said the veggie bun money, the thief up, and then say they might investigate.
No, you know, some never hear about the veggie bun scandal. Who thief the veggie money? Who thief the veggie? I went veggie money, mister. What you said to me?
What? Man, then he said he thief the veggie. I mean, I said to Mark this morning, say, remember when we go to school, sometimes it used to help me.
Yeah.
We walk to school because vehicle run, but then I no money figure if take.
No, me used to get the free veggie bun now at school too, you know. So when and I don't want nobody, I don't want my brethren them come say, oh, so a long time you eat veggie. But anyway, Prezi, go away. Anyway. So what you say now? So them the thief of the veggie bun them? Eh?
President never used to eat veggie.
No. No. Remember I said Prezi is American really, you know. Jamaican thing, but President Obama Jamaica, you know. Yeah, him have Jamaican family, but you know, and whatever. And so President, I'm gonna ask you, President never used to eat veggie. President said no, he has. President said he eat veggie. So all the veggie bun money did go down. How many never hear about that scandal?
He thief up, man, because he did feel to continue the program and he thief up and they can't hear nothing about it.
Nothing about it, don't it?
Yeah, I said it used to help because my mother sometimes she just give me 20 cents.
Yeah.
I said we figure on at school and we get veggie bun and veggie milk and we good.
Oh God. Then I can't believe them teeth veggie.
Yeah. And some people right there know Raga, if they know they pampered, dog yam their supper. Because some of the parents they can't afford it. Some will afford it and can give them their lunch money the right way. But some
so
can't
nobody was arrested or convicted or found guilty or held accountable for the thievery of the veggie bun money.
No, we don't hear nothing about it. Every day, sometimes me listen to Andre, me Andre talk about it, and me actually listen to say if he hear nothing. He not hear nothing.
About when this go down? About when this go down?
About 2 years now.
About 2 years now, Lord. But I don't. But you know, sometimes you're up here and you're busy and think you miss some of the scandal. I didn't know there was a veggie money scandal. This is intolerable. Oh my God.
Yes, me there. Yes, me there. I mean, what me not going to hear nothing about it. So,
oh, God. This is a sad
so
commentary on the state of our country.
I hope you will hear something and contact about it.
Yes. We need to hear something further on the veggie bone money scandal. But anyway, big up yourself here, put us.
Yeah, man.
All right,
man.
man. Blessings,
right,
man. Love and blessings. Cool.
Yeah.
My God. Who stole the veggie bone money? Next call, a quick President. Hello. Somebody there on here. Hello. In them company, you hear some blowing and going. Hello. You know, I could take a break because I joke them a joke out it.
The Bridge 99 FM.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live.
Back in the juggling, people, big up on yourself. And I just want to remind us every Wednesday night we're there, right? Just upon the Bridge 99 FM and thing Ragashanti live and on the years and thing I saw the thing set and whatever. Where is the veggie bone money? Pretty, didn't know about that scandal. No, I never hear about that one there at all. The veggie bone money. Oh, take a veggie bone money. Boy, but people, is a sad state and thing when, you know, you hear, you know, like Brittany can, you know, I explain and I say, oh, you know, accountability, you know, apply to certain people. And that's the point I've been making. It has nothing to do with PNPR, JLP. Don't listen to the PNPR, JLP, them who will run you down and tell you, say, as bad as things be, for them party, it better or whatever, right? It no matter which party win or whatever, you know? Right? You always have that situation where certain people are held accountable for malfeasance and chicanery and criminality and them something there. And others no come out of it. And when a fool, we see it. You understand? And so when people are going to come up with things and put on them foot and say law and order has to be maintained and what, the first thing the Jamaican people think, like, seriously? Like, yeah. And then when the lawmaker and thing, is it enforced against certain people who it has never been enforced against? You understand? It's sad. Hello, good night. 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. Greetings. Hello. I see in person this, you know. Well, is it up your call or Jamaica call? So what them do? Them just call in for make we hear sound with them. Man, people are them freaky in a prison. Yeah, man. Yo, if that person they call back, talk to them before you bring them over. You didn't talk to them? A Jamaica the caller come from. Don't Tristan down there. Tristan. Down there, Jamaica, if that person that call back, talk to them first and say, listen, you have to stay ready on the phone, you know, because Raga is a miserable man when it comes to them something, you know, you cool up a thing. 876-676-4996, that's the number to call if you're calling in right now. 876-676-4996, 876-676-4996. If you're in the United States or Canada, the number to call is 888-546-8742, 884546 8742 888546. Hello?
Hi, Raga.
Greetings.
Wagwan.
You know, some day I'm blessed. Big things are going for me and thing. My life turn up right, you know.
You're out of order, you know.
With what?
You diss me up with the big time, you and your maga foot, girl.
What me diss you with? Tell me what me diss you with.
Girl, you should have put on one stocking. You know, we a mesh stocking for the funeral. Make you see and notice in foot them say they no lotion good.
No, man, I ask President.
Yeah, you can't talk about how him.
Huh?
When I say about Obia man, you me did that talk, say me want to be me free Obia man, you know, because every time you call upon show, you talk about Obia. So you me did want to be me free Obia man. I drop me did that make still.
No, well, what you don't know? Raga, multi-talented. Raga, the good Obia man. If you want good Obia, you call me.
You me did that talk.
Oh, okay. No, but you know, should I tell me say you want me work, so I'm good Obia for you. Then would I do that for you?
Yeah, you me did that talk.
Raga, the good Obia man. Raga are the good Obia man. If you want some good Obia for work for you or whatever.
I me credit about now. When you to me, I call, because you talk to one somebody too long.
Yeah.
And me I call, and then call me back. You can't tell me about me broke.
Oh, boy, you broke? Me tell you say you broke?
Me hear you talk with you say me broke. And him. That's why me make sure I call you and see me credit tonight.
Oh, no. Me that something did come up. I forgot I would come up on me and say, but you know, multi-talented and money like that.
Yeah, I say, you are go.
But multi-talented, you know, you have money like, multi-talented, me not rich either, you know, so. Me not rich.
But me don't know if you broke. The last time me broke, I went me and you grind on a juice land there.
Me and you grind. First of all, multi-talented. Me and you could have never grind. Multi-talented. First of all, me and you could have grind because multi-talented, me I tell you the straight. You couldn't manage this. You couldn't manage this multi-talented.
But I tell you, say, when you used to come at juice land, come look one. With your lights on fire upon your hip, you did go on like you're a hot man, though.
First of all, you don't know where you are, because I used to live at Jews land.
I mean, they love you off in there at Jews land.
You never there Jews land when me there Jews land multi-talented.
Yeah, you did that grind off one of my cousin down there, though.
Well, we don't know if that conversation that should have continued. Whatever, Prezi. Whatever, Prezi. Listen to me, multi-talented, you don't know nothing. Cardiaja. And you talk about grind here. Multi-talented, you couldn't handle this. Because you never put one on you and think and whatever, this and that. You slip a disc in your back and bear things that reach you. Here go with that take you. You can't manage this multi-talented. A beer chat you have. Beer chat you have.
Miserable when you live at Jews land.
No, me never miserable. First of all, when I live at Jews land, me did not go Calabar High School, was a high school student. What are you talking about?
You miserable big old broad nose.
No, when my nose big and broad long time, but when me I say you can't know me, because when me did live at Jews land, I was a child in high school. So me don't know, I make up something, you don't know what you say.
Me know you didn't live at Jews land.
Which part of Jews land me did live?
I used to come at Trenchtown. Me know you from your little girl, me know you.
Hold on, wait, you see that Trench? No.
Know you.
No, that Trenchtown thing that you're wrong, this is somebody else you attack. I know me.
And where you get money from, pay your fare, come a foreign? I mean, skitty you buy right from?
What? Hold on, are we here to go hard? Are we here to go hard? Abantan me? No, hold on, aware me?
When you had this when I turn in, you talk about
aware me? Look how much curtain. Look how much curtain you make for man and thing and then left you. Aware me? Now, hold on. Now you call and say you buy car for man and thing and whatever this and that and the man drive with the car left you, You don't have, because you don't have the most comeback. You don't have the stickity. You don't have the stickity stackity Afritania. You don't have the something then. You don't have the good so. You don't have the most comeback.
I get so upset.
No.
I get so upset.
Upset what?
I'm sorry.
Then what multi-talented? Now you call and talk about say you are Miss Kitty a twin. Hold on. No, you call and say you are Miss Kitty. You are dead stamp of Miss Kitty. No, you the president she call and say that. Yeah.
Hi, pretty girl.
Eh?
Pretty guy.
No, you say you are dead stamp of Miss Kitty. And thing. And then you send me the picture. And then you send me the picture. Hold on. And then you put me on Facebook and make me see your picture. Well, no, man, multi-talented, you don't look like Miss Kitty, you know. Multi-talented, you don't look like Miss Kitty, you know.
Me know that long time.
So when you call and I tell you about you the dead stamp of Miss Kitty, and you hold on. Now you call and say you and Miss Kitty have the same shape. Now that you call and tell her.
I told you not like her, that's why me not tell you so. Cause me know you not like her.
No, me not take tea. Me not take tea. Yeah, me and Miss Kitty not take tea. No. But me not. No, hold on. Don't get it twisted, do you know? Miss Kitty is an incredibly talented, bright, articulate woman and thing and deserving.
Yes, she's a lawyer. No, I think she's a lawyer.
Hold on, and deserving of what she have because she work hard for it. Me and her not take tea and what. Me and her not take tea and whatever, but me not eat Miss Kitty.
Boy, I tell you about the man money and no give her back.
No. That can't happen. You draw a card and all them something there. Whatever. Are you did a catch man with car? Then you a catch man with car and make him man drive with the car and left you in a little tattoo you in and thing. Are you? Yo, multi-talented. A 26 job you tell we say you have, you know, from your call and tell you a 26 profession you have, you know. 26 profession you have, you know. And all of them profession there where you have and thing. You still eat bull and butter and bag juice and you can't keep a man. And you can't keep a man. Yeah. No, but you have 26 profession. You have 26 qualification and a bull and butter and bag juice you eat and can't keep a man.
Can my pussy pop down?
No, you can't say that word upon the radio. Jesus God. Multi-talented. When you see it now, you make your pressure reach you, you gotta say them something. Where you gonna say that word there for now? Eh?
Pop down, man. You're so tall. Pop down.
No, but it pop down.
I know if you pop down, you want to come over here.
What you say what?
Come over here, you will know if you pop down.
What you mean? If me come over here and whatever, me know if your juju pop down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No. What? So how would I know? How would I know?
What do you mean? When you send on it for you can't believe.
Send on what? Attack. Anytime you hear run up on the mount, the dung they no good. Dung they no good. Then tell me something. If you could hold none of the man them where you have all the one where you bring on the radio one day, I notice say him gone too. If you could,
you're passing up people business too much.
Why you think say you don't hold me? Why you think say you don't hold me if you couldn't hold none of the how much money there would sing to the world about and thing? What 297? Hold on, I ask you a question. I think if you couldn't hold none of them man there, why you think you could have hold me?
Why you reach a foreign? Why you reach a foreign?
I can't tell you. I reach a foreign through
How you do for reach a foreign?
the Jamaica Organization of Youth and Student Tourists. The first time I come up to America upon that program there.
Oh.
No, the first time I go foreign was in England with the Jamaica National School of Drama to perform.
You show off too much.
Prezi, your sister, you can't beat one. She asked me a question. She did tell lie. I say, I'm skitty. Well, I'm skitty money in my bar. She asked me how me reach a foreign. Me tell her how me reach a foreign. And then she go say me show her too much. Yes, she said bad mind is a disease. Me Prezi. Yes, she said bad mind is a disease.
I have bad mind me too. To me use me hand them and do any little thing me can do. You bad mind me too. I hear you talk over it and you know if you talk over it.
What you mean talk over it and whatever this and that?
So what? Me this and that when me.
No, because you tell me say hold on. Remember you know, are you come tell me say you're a practical nurse, you're mason, you're carpenter. You make pudding. Well, you make pudding. You tell me say, are you bring the space? Are you build the space shuttle? you work with Tesla cars, with Elon Musk, everything what you do. You make pudding, you make shirt, you plant dasheen and cocoa. And thing.
Call the shop, right? Call the shop and tell you what you would have me sitting them and sell out.
No, but are you come here bantan me? Then are you come here bantan me now? Are you come here bantan me about me? Where you about sell out your thing for? Where you ball for? Where you ball, sir? I want me to tell you head hurt you, sir.
Sell out when me up.
Oh, you head hurt you, sir.
Credit about tonight, you saw you talk to me long. But when me call you and tell you to call me back, you cut me off quick.
Hold on, you see, hold on. President, tell that woman that says it's not me make the call back them, no? If you beg a call back, no, because we know you don't have it. So beg a call back.
Talk to me, credit about now, so long you talk to me.
No, because bantan, you're bantan. No, a bad man, you're bad man, Alien too cute. Just because Alien too cute get a call back tonight, that you're running pan and thing, you say, boy, basically, I say, Alien too cute get better treatment than you. Well, so what about that and thing? What you hype with a little credit for?
When me call you, me tell you to call me back, you cut me off quick.
No, me never cut you off quick when you tell me to call you back. A lie you tell.
So long you stay with me on the phone.
Oh, you mean? And when you say, what you hype, so with a little credit where you buy and call for, you going like you do Bridge 99 FM a favor.
Robert!
And we know another man get the money there.
Robert! Oh, you trying to find so long, and you don't have no manners, your face, you're out of order.
No, but my face stay out of the rank long time. Everybody know that. That's nothing new. What's the point?
All right, big up yourself, yeah?
So how you mean I'm tired of foreign so long? You mean me bad though? You look a girl. You mean me bad, you know?
All right,
you multi-talented.
You come on the radio more often.
What you mean I'm that foreign so long? Like you know what I mean?
Come on the radio more often. Wait till I have 2 days for you sitting for.
Cause me busy. Me busy, I do something.
All man like you supposed to go park now.
No, me just ready. I tell you, me just ready. Me no pop down like you. Remember, say, you just announce which part of you pop down. Are you tonight announce to the world? Is you tonight announce to the world and confess that down there no good? Is you announce that down there no good? Are you announce that down there no good? Me no know where you know.
Come talk about me nuku and you don't know nothing about me nuku.
Me never say nothing about your nuku. Is you announce it as you announce it and thing. Because it must
be no good as well go.
No, because it must stay like Heroes Park.
You see, you ain't like a maga foot girl who used to grind off down a Jews land. You see how you're out there, you know?
No, but you see, you don't know nothing about me and Jews land. I talk. I can't the address. I can't the address. I can't the address.
If me tell you my last name, you're frightened.
I can't the address. You can't be not frightened for no last name. You don't. No. You can't beat me with that. Me not gonna ask you if you tell me your last name. If you want to say it, you say it. But me not gonna ask you. So you can't beat me with that.
All right.
Mr. Noir. Well, I doubt if you even have a last name either.
No, because I drop from Sky, me a alien.
No, you're not drop from Sky and thing. Yeah, that look a rough life coming up and thing, but I find people it find you.
Oh, thank God they find me.
Yeah, no find them find your market in a basket.
I don't want nobody trouble Robert, because I know Robert used to left in little grocery at my place where me I work, and I used to work on the van and left in little grocery. Robert is a good person. Nobody can't trouble him.
Robert,
and I can't discriminate. And I
hold on. Robert, come over there, come get your grocery. Robert, come over there, come get your grocery down.
No, when me used to work around place when he used to work on the something, on the vehicle. And he used to left grocery spot me at work, like goods and so.
Oh, okay. We can't delivery. I saw come to know Robert. So yeah, Robert never nothing yet. You never run it for Robert.
Man, I can't chat with you about me. I go back with you like Robert.
No, the two, yeah, Robert, I come, but like two and I see him thing.
All right, Rob, I'm not to call back your show.
Watch out, you get touchy, see? You say you're full of chat, and when you get too look you start balling and going and this and that. Gang stop it and stop your foolishness. Watch about, Rob, I'm not to call your show. You turn poor thing right now after you get too look about said and thing. You say you're going like a wicked and you're not tough though. You're a baby to the thing, you know that?
Is it true you used to about shot down a Jews land you're going like that?
Nah, you see it. You try find out something, you know, and thing. I mean, never used to find a shot at Jews land. You understand? Lie you tell.
You're a bad man long time.
No, I was never a bad man at all. No, I'm a par with bad man, but was never a bad man. Never kill nobody or nothing like that. You can talk all you want, talk and whatever this and that. What you need for do is what you need for do is go on your knee and give God a prayer, and all of the man them will left you and block. All of the man them will left you and block your number. You can't even call them and think. See if God can give you a telephone. Say Jesus on the telephone. Tell him what you need. Tell him what you need. Tell him what you need. Jesus on the telephone. Tell him what you need. Multi-talented man them left her. Or shall put us. See if you can build back. You can't manage that.
Under the blood of Jesus, no weapon that form against we shall prosper.
Yeah. We don't know if you're born in the blood of Jesus, because the first time anybody see a basket at Coronation Market, all right? Anglia business do. Anyway, we have to go Lego, you know. Multi-talented, big up yourself, you know. Don't worry yourself, man, all right? Yo, Prezi. When the pressure, when we knock multi-talented, when I tell you, all right, I'm going to have a call back your show here. I'm going to have a call back your show. Yo, multi-talented start the clash and couldn't hold it. Anyway, people, it was fun tonight. Multi-talented, big up yourself, love your energy. And think all of the other call of them protection and blessings. Next week, Wednesday again, we juggle again, right here, so. Ragashanti live on the Bridge 99 FM. I don't know, so do you the time set up right, you know? At 9 o'clock Jamaica time. So 9 o'clock Jamaica time next week, Wednesday, on a lock in. But of course, that is 10 o'clock up here upon the East Coast. And sitting, all right? Blessings with people and thing, and take care of yourself, and I don't know, everything is everything. Out the road, President, school.